Okay, so I have to share with you this this article that went viral. Well, it's not an article actually, it's a video that went viral, TikTok video actually, of a single man in Miami who goes by the name of Waterboy on TikTok, and he apparently created this video after having a date with some gal on Tinder that did not end well because he asked her to split the bill. So this is from Fox News that I'm reading, but you can find it on Yahoo and really anywhere, although I'm going to link it for you below to make it easy for you. But here's what it says. This single man who goes by Waterboy on TikTok posted a video recording of the date that has now amassed 6 million views. He took the girl out after talking for a few days on Tinder. She had ordered the appetizer that he did not want. When he asked to split the bill, the girl was infuriated. In her view, he had asked her out and therefore it was his responsibility. The date ended with the girl slamming the car door and ignoring the man after they bickered in the car. In his view, the date itself went well. They were laughing, conversation flowed, and it was awkward, and it wasn't awkward. He views women refusing to pay as entitled since he believes women are all about feminism and equality until it comes to the things they don't want to do, like paying their half. The users, after getting hit with all the criticism, the single man shared more about his side of the story. His point of view was that women aren't acting like women anymore, so why should men have to embrace traditional gender roles? The girls he's dated don't want to take care of kids. They don't want to cook. They're not nurturing. Therefore, he shouldn't be expected to act like it's the 1950s. Quote, women are only feminists until it comes to certain things that they don't want to do. Everyone's a feminist until it's time to split the bill. So this is interesting because, first of all, he is absolutely accurate in his assessment about feminism and about how that has completely disrupted traditional roles, and that if you do claim to be a feminist and that is a worldview that you share, that you cannot pick and choose what part of that you want to embrace. You cannot be a feminist and also think the man should pay. So his assessment is great. The problem is nowhere in this scenario was there any conversation about whether or not this poor girl was a feminist. Like, he seems to have assumed it without finding out if that's accurate. Now, maybe he did, but nowhere in his video, I don't think, did he describe her having said this about herself. So he's coming in with assumptions, being understandably very frustrated about the way things are today. I get that. But you should never assume anything about anybody if you don't know what their views are. So if he didn't know and then he asked to split the bill, I could see why she'd get upset. So there's some missing information there. But I'm bringing this up just to say that obviously those of you who follow me know my position on this. Of course, I absolutely think that a man should pay on the first date. For one obvious reason is that he supposedly asked you out. At least that's how it should be. And so whoever asked you out should be the one who pays, which was the case with this gentleman. But there are 3 reasons why a woman shouldn't pay on the first date. The first reason, like I just said, is because the guy presumably asked you out, not the other way around. And the person who asks you out should be the person who pays. Full stop. The second reason is that accepting a man's willingness to pay says a lot about you. It lets him know that you value yourself and that you believe you're worth his spending his hard-earned money on. And that's a great place to start any relationship. And the third reason is that when a man pays, it's a great opportunity to set up a relationship in which you're able to receive with graciousness. So you just smile and say thank you. Because being able to receive, as opposed to undermining a man's attempt at being chivalrous and insisting on doing everything for yourself, is a crucial part of the dating process. And a guy will typically take his cues from you. It's super important to set the right tone on the first date or just at the beginning of a relationship. And offering to pay your half of the date will cheapen the experience and make it feel no different from two people grabbing a bite, like two friends. And a date is different from hanging out with a friend, or it's supposed to be. So just because you're capable of paying your way doesn't mean you should. Okay, but that wasn't the case with this video that's gone viral. Of course, she didn't even have a chance to receive because he didn't offer to pay. All of which is to just show everyone how completely confusing and frustrating dating is today. It is a complete crap show. So the best way to avoid it is to really determine up front what the person's mindset when it comes to this stuff prior to even going on a date. Honestly, I mean, have as many conversations as you can before you go on that date, and you can kind of feel it out that way. You should be able to know. You can kind of tell by what people say, what they're doing for work, what they see in their future. It's just super obvious, I think, very early on, whether or not somebody has more of a traditional mind or more of a feminist mind. But anyway, he didn't, like I said, this gentleman didn't get into the details here. So it sounds like he jumped the gun and just assumed based on what he's seeing in society in general, in which case bad on him and good on her for being upset. If there's more to the story that I missed and she let him know that she was a feminist or something, and that's why he did it, then he's right. So that's my take on this very funny viral video. Check it out. I have it in the link for you below.